Hi, my name is Melissa Jones and I manage the Adobe Education Trainer program. In this brief video, I'm going to give you an orientation to the program and what you can expect from your Adobe Education Trainer membership. Welcome to the Adobe Education Trainer program. We're a group of over 500 Adobe Education trainers worldwide, and we're working together to train over 25,000 student teachers and staff in the 2014-15 school year. An Adobe Education Trainer is an individual that provides training on Adobe tools and solutions to individuals and institutions in the education space. In order to qualify as an Adobe Education Trainer, you have to maintain high standards for reach and quality by meeting or exceeding our program requirements. In order to become an Adobe Education Trainer, you have to successfully complete an Adobe Education Train the Trainer course. We offer these courses periodically on the Adobe Education Exchange free of charge. In order to maintain your status in the Education Trainer program, you need to deliver feedback surveys and maintain a satisfaction rating of 85% or more for all of your trainings. You need to regularly interact with the community in a professional manner through the Adobe Education Exchange, and you're required to deliver at least one training per year and train at least 50 students, teachers, and/or staff on Adobe software. Finally, your membership in the group is contingent on your ability to respect the confidentiality and licensing terms of all resources that are shared with you exclusively as an Adobe Education Trainer. Let's talk about what those resources are. First of all, Adobe Education Trainers have access to an Adobe Education Trainer badge, both in print and digital form. The digital version of the badge will be delivered to you via credly.com, so make sure to check your email inbox for an email from Credly. You also have access to a certificate and a letter certifying that you've passed the Adobe Education Train the Trainer course and that you are recognized as an Adobe Education Trainer for the full year after earning your certificate. You have access to the Adobe Education Trainer Toolkit, which is available on the Adobe Education Exchange, and you also have access to a private Connect room for Adobe Education Trainers that you can use at any time to connect with other trainers around the world, or even to host meetings and small group discussions at any time. Finally, Adobe creates and maintains a map and a directory of all Adobe Education Trainers around the world. And this map will allow others to find you when they're looking for trainers to hire for engagements at their institutions. All of the resources that are available to you can be found in the Adobe Education Trainer group, which I'll show you in just a moment. Here's how you maintain your status in the Adobe Education Trainer group. First, make sure whenever you're offering an Adobe training that you're evaluating your training, either using our form, which is available at the bit.ly link on the screen, or your own form. Just make sure that you ask 2 specific questions on the form. Those questions are identified in the program orientation PDF that you can download from the group. But essentially, we want you to make sure that you're asking your participants if the training was valuable and if they would recommend it to others. After your trainings, please go to this bit.ly and fill out the form to report your trainings to Adobe. We'll just ask you the date, the title, and how many participants you trained. On the second page of the form, there are a number of optional questions that you can fill in that will help us improve the program. Make sure that throughout the year you're participating in the Adobe Education Trainer group on the Adobe Education Exchange. This is a great way to find out about opportunities, to continue your learning, to deliver trainings on behalf of Adobe around the world, and to just engage and to continue to connect with the folks that we have as a part of the program. As a first step, we'd like to ask you to take your final assignment from the Adobe Education Train the Trainer course and revise it based on any feedback that you received from instructors or your peers. Then, upload it to the Adobe Education Exchange as a resource on the public side of the site so that anybody can find it. Make sure you tag your resource as Adobe Education Trainer or AET so that we can find it. Then go back to the AET group and post a link to your resource. Next, I'm going to show you the Adobe Education Trainer group, how to find it, and where to post your resources. You'll only have access to this group after you pass the Adobe Education Train the Trainer course. When you visit the group, you'll see on the home page a list of announcements in the middle corner in blue. This will keep you up to date on anything important that you need to know about the program. On the right-hand side, you'll find a list of the courses that you can enroll in if you need to renew your certificate or if you'd like to recommend the Train the Trainer course to others. And you'll see a list of the moderators of the group. If you keep scrolling down, you'll see a list of recent discussions and recent resources. At this time, discussions can be added and created by any group member, but resources can only be added by your moderators. If you look at the members box, you can view all members in the group, search, and find ways to connect. And then here's just some information about the group. In order to find the Adobe Education Trainer Toolkit items, including your badge, certificate, letter, and the free resources that we develop for trainers, you can go to the Resources tab and scroll down. You can sort the list of resources by recently added, highest rated, or most viewed. But if you look through the page, you'll see items marked Toolkit. Clicking on the name of a toolkit item will take you to the resource page where you can download the item. Make sure to take note on the copyright information in the description section so that you know how you are allowed to use the item. Back on the group page, let's look at the discussions. Moderators will often post discussions here for you, but group members can as well. If you have a question, make sure you read the titles of the discussions that have already been posted, and if someone hasn't addressed your question, feel free to create and start a discussion on your own. We hope this group that will be helpful to you. Keep in mind that we'll be hosting monthly Connect sessions to answer your questions and to help you connect with other members of the group. And we'll also be sending you monthly email updates. Be sure to check your inbox for emails from the Adobe Education Exchange. I hope this brief introduction has given you the information you need to get started as an Adobe Education trainer. Please don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have questions, concerns, or would like to learn more.